cards. I was getting ready to get some food at AJ Catfish, but station. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the outside of the building, show the sign and all of that, and then come in here and test this food for live stream. Where we may have a little bit of conversation on what's going on and everything. I hope everybody having a blessed, prosperous, peaceful new year, and that you keep your head up at all times and pay attention to what's going on. So what I'm doing, go outside, look at the outside of facilities, take a few pictures, and then we're going to try this food I had just got, on board. Let's go ahead and do this right quick. Let me flip the camera around. There we go. Right. There we go. All right, as you see the fish sign right there. AJ, they've been here for a long time. Number one, let y'all see the building so you know where I'm at. I will be back to get good catfish probably tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and look at the special they supposed to have, and the special is gonna be starting at $7.99, $10.99, and then you got where it says a burger, sauce, and bar, and all of that. And then I'm gonna go inside and get ready to test this food here. Yeah, I went in there earlier, but my card it went out on me, so I had to use another card. So we're gonna try these special right now. See how it tastes. I used to do food reviews 3.5 years ago myself in cornbread. Did one at Slim Chicken, and I did one at Abner, and I think I did one somewhere else. Just can't remember at the moment. All right, let's see what we got going on here. All right. First and foremost, we showed the store. I wanted to be able to show you when I was ordering it, but I had to switch cards because I declined one of them. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, man. But we're going to show you, like I said, we're going to try that. First, we're going to show you the coleslaw. All right. If you can see it. Better yet, I might flip the camera around and let y'all see this right here. Let me do it just like this, where you can see it now. See the coleslaw. Let me hold it the right direction. Some people like to balloon it that way. Let's see. Got the barbecue sauce. And you got the fries right there. All right. Let me flip the camera back around. So we will be back here. I'm going to do also thumbnail because I'm going to take a screenshot, a picture of this here. And I want to try the catfish. There's going to be quite a few catfish places that I'm going to check out here in Memphis, Arkansas, and Mississippi. Is one in Mississippi is on point. And I think the name of it is Flights. But right now we're at AJ's Catfish Station. I want to taste their fries. See how they taste. As you've seen, they're golden. I'm going to taste one more. All golden brown, a little soft. I like mine a little bit more crispy. I'm going to try the coleslaw, see how the coleslaw tastes. Got a sweet taste to it. I can taste the garlic in it. And we're going to try the bologna sandwich. One of the best bologna sandwich place. I'm going to have to introduce y'all to it. Gonna put a little bit of this on it. I did more than just put a little bit on it. Some people cook their bologna, and then when they cook it, they usually cook it in the sauce. They just put the sauce on. You see the bread got butter on it and all that. We're gonna bite off into it. Bite into it, and then we're gonna talk about a few things. And as you can see, how big it is with all that on there. See how it tastes. Sauce average. Bologna average. But it's $7.99. It's the lunch special. Get another bite out of it. $7.99. Not that bad. $8.77, tax included and all that. All right, I'm gonna do some talk about topics today. We done already tried that. I'm not gonna eat the whole food there on live stream, but my intention when I do these food reviews, I want to try to find the best cooks that do catfish. We're not talking about sway. We're not talking about Swahili, that I call it. We're talking about authentic catfish fillet. I wasn't able to do it here today. Thought the money had dropped, but it didn't drop. So I went ahead and got the bologna special. As I get older, ladies and gentlemen, I finally understand how to read the room. Well, D-Rav, what do you mean by reading the room? Your environment. In your environment, the people that you interact with, the people that you are around, in your environment. Schools, churches, organization, clubs, right? 9-to-5 jobs, gig work, delivery driving. Okay. Social media platforms, YouTube. Being able to interact and engage with your audience and your viewers. And by the way, I want to thank all the viewers and subscribers that subscribe to this channel in the last 3.5 years. It'll be 4 years in April. I want to thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. But as you get older, You view things different due to experiences, due to decisions you made, whether with poor decisions, bad decisions, good decisions. There's an experience that comes behind the learning curve of life, right? And being able to understand how to read the room or your environment, being able to understand how to interact with people, your decision to choose friends or not to choose friends, and you interact in social media. Some people look at this space as an outlet to release their stress, their anxieties, right? Their pressures in life. And sometimes, people that be in the comment section and everything, not all negative, not all positive, and then not all positive comments may be positive. Few months, maybe a year or two, some positive comments turn into negative activities in your room, in your environment. How do you be able to decipher these type of activities going on in your environment? You got to learn how to read the room, the behavior, character, personality of people wearing camouflage faces, seem authentic, seem real, friendly. And then you find out that the word friendly is being misused, being used loosely, right? Come to find out, people have hidden agendas. You have people that's petty, you have people that's messy, right? You have people that don't want to see others successful in life, right? You have people that don't have anything else better to do but to put others down, right? This isn't a message of negativity. It might be a message that people don't like, but not a message of negativity. You know, as you get older, you get wiser, which means you learn from the mistakes that you made and you're careful of the selection of who you want around you or people in your circle. A lot of people have done been let down, disappointed, um, betrayed. You know what I mean? And then they spent time out of their life to discover that different individuals had hidden agenda, a hidden purpose, and you was the character of their story or storyline, but you didn't know. So you have to be able to look at the mirror. And what I mean by looking at the mirror is how you react to people's actions or how people react to your actions. None of us are perfect. We try to put on our best behavior as possible. Like I said, you got messy people out here, people that's petty. Back in the days, the OGs used to tell us that when they was giving us the lesson of life experience, speaking to us in wisdom, they would so often use this term, well, the youth is just that's the youth that's in you. I used to get offended at the time. I didn't understand what that mean at the moment because at that time, at my younger years, I consider myself intelligent enough and was able to deal with people and understand people from that perspective in my age group. And I wasn't a rowdy person and no troublemaker or anything like that. So I'm like, why the old heads always tell us that that's the youth that's in you? Felt like an insult. It felt like a slap in the face, but they was letting us know that you haven't lived life long enough to understand what we're talking about. You know, you have different nationalities, different culture, a diverse environment. People had to get the feel of one another, get to know each other. Sometimes people push the limits of testing a person's character out, right? That's where the conflicts come in at. People that say they want to be your friend and then you find out they wasn't a friend from the beginning. It's not taking shots at no one. This is just the experience I went through and sharing it on the 9 to 5, doing gig work, having my own businesses in the past. You know, met a lot of people, being in the military, serving this country in the armed forces as a Navy vet. You see a lot of things. You see a lot of people. And as you move around during the duration of time of years and days that you live on this planet, you begin to learn how to read the room. Let me take the social media platform for an example as we start our new beginning. YouTube. You interact with people. You engage with people. You go on panels with people. And you can get caught up in the rigmarole of the environment, of what type of energy being brought to you, and how you respond to the energy, how you absorb it like a sponge, and how you release that energy. You can release it as waste, which means that it's toxic and you're not going to allow it to filter in, or you absorb it and become part of that environment. But we must learn how to read the room. You know, we must be able to understand the environment that we're in and the people that we socialize with. You know, you have the choice to be sociable, antisocial, maybe due to your experience of the letdowns people to put on your heart and the experience and relationships that you have with people as friends, associates, family members, and you want to be the person once you see that every time you show up in the room there's no peace, right? So you have to be wise enough, smart enough to remove yourself from that room. Is it the room that has the problem, or is it you that have the problem? That's when you have to do a self-evaluation of the situation. And a lot of times we let our ego and pride get in the way, right? And sometimes we don't see that ourselves can be the problem. I was talking to a young lady not too long ago. Just listen to the conversation that was being put on the table. Everybody had a problem except for the individual speaking to me. I listen. Well, auntie is like this and like that. I done did this for auntie. I done did that for auntie. I don't deal with auntie anymore. My response was, I understand. I diverted from answering or giving an opinion because I wanted to learn more because I was reading the room. I also know the auntie. I also know the young lady that I was talking to. All right, Mima, which she mean grandmother, is this and that, and I just done reset myself. I don't deal with them on that particular level anymore. Okay. So what I'm talking about, I'm getting ready to say right now. Older folks used to tell us back in the day that deal with people in your own age bracket. It makes more sense now, the older I am. It made sense in my 30s. It made sense in my 40s. It made sense in my 50s. And when I reach 60, it's going to even be more surreal then. Especially if it's a real big generation gap there. There are different types of languages that we use, different types of figure of speech and metaphors that we use, slogans that we use. And it can be easily of a miscommunication on the way we see things in these times versus the things you went through in those times of yesteryears. A lot of times there'd be conflict right here in the mindset. Times didn't change, and they changing more and more. And here we are in 2025. We fault find. You see fault finders out there. You see people that put the blame shifting on others. Everybody is the problem except for you. Had you ever take a moment to look back over your life and see, was really all of those people the problem? Or is it you? When you find yourself trying to make sure you keep peace in the room, but there's always turbulence of drama, turbulence of confusion, you need to ask yourself the question, is you bringing that suitcase into the room? And if you're being real to yourself and you realize you are the problem, what's the solution? What's the solution? And you want to have peace with people, and you realize when you show up, there's almost always drama. Whether it's your fault or not, we must understand that you have to remove yourself from the room to keep the peace there. And when you remove yourself from the room, as time passes on and on, you will know the truth because it's going to reveal itself. That is it you? Or was it the people in the room that you consider to spend time with? People have hidden agendas, right? People show camouflage faces, right? People use the term loosely, friends, brothers. Don't mean it from the heart. You got to be wise enough to be able to read the room. Had I made that mistake, not being able to read the room in the past, let's talk about that right here. Right now, let's keep it real. I have been guilty of not reading the room. There may be something that catches my attention or intrigue me or distract me from seeing what's actually right there in my face in the room. The very thing that I need to be paying attention to. But I done got distracted, right? So I haven't evaluated the room in its entirety, which means my environment. Everybody don't think like me. I don't think like everybody else. I should be able to live with that, and they should be able to live with that. If they're truly a friend, they will. Like when you're different, people ridicule you. That's okay. Catch those signs early when you meet people. Learn how to read the room. Don't make yourself the spotlight in the room. And if you the spotlight in the room, your light might shine so bright that it may blind you from being able to read the room. We let our egos get in the way. We let pride get in our way. When people praising you a little bit too much, it's time to start asking questions. When people put you on the pedestal a little too high, it's time to ask questions. Because them very same people will be the one ready to chop that tree down that you on top of. Take that ladder down right up from under your foot. Sweep that rug away from under your foot because you was some way, somehow blindsided by what was really going on in the room. You didn't get a chance to read what was in the room. Made that mistake on social media, made that mistake on YouTube, to where I'm going to get on these certain panels. Shouldn't have never did that. That was a bad decision. It was more negativity than positivity. You know, let me tell you something, those who are beginning content creators and, you know, the OG content creators already realize. When it ever come a moment that it seem like you the hot commodity in the room, maybe you need to peel back and stand up against the wall and really evaluate what's going on in the room. You know, people praising you too much. People repping and promoting you too much. May have a hidden agenda. I'm speaking from experience right now. Then you spent years, you spent days, you spent months, you spent weeks, right, of your time, of your life, that could have been wasted years. Wasted situations because you failed to read the room. I'm not going to hold you too much longer. Like I said, apologize for the first episode I went ahead and deleted when I was trying to do the food review here at AJ's. You know, the card didn't go through, so I said, okay, I won't be able to do the catfish edition. We did the bologna edition. And all I can say is, wow. We just can't wait till we get ready to do the catfish edition. That right there, from a scale of 1 to 5, 2.5. 2.5. We're gonna be going to different restaurants and dine in. And like I said, I wanted to show, which I wasn't able to show it in this episode, but the episode before this, I went ahead and deleted it. You know, being able to show the building, give a little history of how long they've been in business, right? Then go and order the food, look at the menu selection, and then we talk about the presentation of the food. You know, we may be inside where they, present the food to you, or we may come outside like we did just now. And I'm going to finish eating because I paid for it. But if you take a good look, you can say it's mediocre. Mediocre. Some people might say it's the bomb. Everybody got different taste buds. But as I share this with you, let me flip the camera back around. Mediocre. It's the reason I'm going to be doing these food reviews. You're going to have those that do good service. You'll see it on this show. You're going to see some that done bad service. We're going to talk about it on this show. You may see me going into a store, gas station, look at a salad, pick it up, bring it, and do a review. Look at the presentation. Look at the packaging. One example, a lot of places, due to my experience, it's not a good idea to get a packaged salad. Especially if it's not an expiration date written on it, or the date that it was put out there for the consumer to buy. Another thing, those that order from the restaurant, have you noticed when you ask for a drink and said no ice, have you noticed the change in the size of the cup once you ask for no ice? This delivery driver going to be sharing those experiences. We don't know if we're going to get behind the scenes in the kitchen, the way they do the preparation of the food, that we don't know. So you can get that experience. But we would share with you our experience. We would be truthful about it and everything. But have you ever went to a place, spent your money, and once you ate the meal, you know you didn't get your money worth? I will share that experience with you. on this show. So as I get older, finally, I realize how to read the room. And I hope that many of you will be able to do the same. I'm not going to put comments in today because I did not have the live chat turned on for a reason. That's going to be something I will be doing throughout the year. But you can catch the replay, okay? And you can put your comments in the comment section. I will review them. I will read it. I will analyze it. I will evaluate it. I will do more better job at reading the comments in the room. And I will reply to those comments that fit that comment. We're going to try to do better. We may not be able to reach everyone, but we're going to do better at reading the comments and responding to the comments in the room. So think on those things for this year. To those that this message may have a little value to it. And like I said, I will be doing more food reviews. I got 3 on record with timestamps showing when I did them. We just didn't stay consistent with them, but we will be doing more this year. Other ideas we got, we're not going to expound right now what they are, but when you're spending your money in establishments and everything, you want to get your money's worth. And that's the type of food review that I will bring to the addition of this channel. I happen to be at events, live events or whatever. Then we testing this food, sampling this food. We're going to do a review. And we did do a review on some food when we was at the Veterans Summit. And he still have the best hibachi in the city. He's a food truck. So, we're going to be doing that and other things, which I'm not going to reveal yet. But we will be doing an addition to this. And I got a series that I want to work on next month. We're just going to see first. I don't know, will I do it according to the numbers? But we might. This is new beginning. And we started at the end of last year. So certain goals were already set. We already got the ball rolling. I just want people to know and understand that the older you get, do you know how to read the room? Do you know how to evaluate it better? Do you know how to analyze it better? Do you know how to work with the things in the room? Do you know when to enter in the room? Do you know when to leave the room? Do you know how to navigate in the room? And do you know how to move around, which means leave the room, and how you leave the room? There will be more things we will discuss about how to read the room. You have to have a clear mind, open mind, undistracted mind, a focused mindset, and be able to know when to move around when it's time to move around. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for coming to today's episode. Those that came in late, be sure to check out the replay. And if you got any ideas and comments that you want to share, an experience that you can relate to, you want to share, you're welcome to do that in the comment section after the replay. You know, since you getting older, finally, have you realized how to read the room? Peace, blessings, respect, and prosperity in the year 2025. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.